I love our country with all my heart.
Kamala Harris is running for the Democratic Party in the 2024 presidential election.
I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to save our country and to save our Constitution.
Donald Trump is running for the Republican Party. Trump's campaign focuses on taxes and bettering costs for America's future. The former president explains that if he were in power, he will end double taxation.
We're in a failing nation, and we're going to bring it back, and we're going to bring it back strong. Once and for all, I'm going to end double taxation on our overseas citizens. You've been wanting this for years, and nobody has listened to you, and you deserve it, and I'm going to do it.
During her time as Attorney General of California, Harris took on insurance companies and Big Pharma to lower their prices. As president, she plans to lower healthcare costs and advocate for those in medical need.
We announced that we are lowering the price by up to 80% for 10 more life-saving drugs. And I pledge to continue this progress. I'll lower the cost of insulin and prescription drugs for everyone.
This year's race differed greatly from past years, with current sitting President Joe Biden dropping out of the race. Ashland University's Dr. Jeffrey Delbert has a strong background in political communication. The assistant professor of communication studies has analyzed both sides of the presidential race and how the candidates have worked to win over voters.
So there's this outreach happening with Harris, I've seen, where she's trying to reach other voters, because she is unknown and sort of untested in these waters. She's trying to reach out to all sorts of voters where she might not otherwise. And so in that campaign strategy, I don't think there's necessarily too much new, except for these individuals having to articulate, I think I mentioned before, right? Harris needs to articulate that she has experience, and she's trying to say that, and at the same time try to distance herself from President Biden's policies. Trump especially is attack heavy, to attack opponents frequently, whomever they might, within his party or against them.
Day one for Kamala was 3.5 years ago. Why hasn't she done it?
Dr. Adam Carrington teaches political science at Ashland University and follows the two candidates. He says Harris holds more voters' attention in suburban and urban areas, while Trump garners attention from rural areas. Carrington explains the candidates' campaigns are different when it comes to sounding scripted versus sounding candid.
I'd also say the Harris campaign has tended to be more scripted and more tightly controlled, I think playing to the vice president's strengths, whereas the Trump campaign has been a little more unscripted. And I think that, again, plays to the strengths of both campaigns. I think something that's only lately been noticed, too, is I think the Trump campaign has invested more in going on podcasts. Recently, the former president being on the Joe Rogan show, and seeing that as maybe an underdeveloped way of reaching voters that I think even the Harris campaign maybe hasn't taken full advantage of.
On the campus of Ashland University, Lauren Gulden, AUTV.